here at the river, and we got here a little early. It's only about 8:05, but we may be shit out of luck. You can see over here, them spillways are kind of open, and that water's running. I can kind of see the river churning down there, but I guess I'm still gonna take a walk over and just check the levels, but I'm guessing it's gonna be a bit too high for me to really do anything. So there's a chance. There's this weird midway spot where it's still kind of fishable. I'm not sure how well it'll be with these different lures I plan to try, but I'm gonna go take a look at it, but I'm gonna guess it's way too high and running. Oh yeah, I'm getting down here now, and this is something. This is the highest I've ever seen this river. It doesn't even seem like, the current doesn't even seem to be moving super bad, but I don't know. Look at this. This is the river level. Now normally I'm about 20 feet down below the current water level where I'm fishing. This is just up. I don't think there's anything I can really do with this, but you know, I drove an hour here. I may as well give it some kind of shot. So I'm gonna try it out, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna have to try to figure out something for this video. I mean, I may have a different idea that's not gonna be great, but I can give it a shot. So I guess we'll see how this goes. All right, back, and I got the ultralight, and we're gonna see if we can make something happen. What I've got on right now is just this little, let me pull it off of here, this little grub on a tiny jig head. Kind of a panfish bait, but it should work for trout. It'd be pretty good for some bigger sunfish. Probably work, I think it is, I know it's designed for crappie, which we're not gonna be able to catch here, but I don't know, I bought it because I like the packaging. But yeah, we'll give it a couple tosses and see if something can happen, and try some other things. I have no idea what these fish would be doing. That thing barely flies. I'm just gonna give it a couple little pops here. I think I'm gonna have to add some weight to it. It's pretty light. It's hard to cast. It's meant more for just like, you know, because it's for crappie, it's meant kind of to just drop off the side of your boat over a bed and bounce it around till something bites. But luckily, I've got a couple little things in here. A couple little split shots. We're just gonna put these up on the line a little bit. We don't want to put them too close to the lure. There. So we got the lure, and these up a bit. I don't know what these weigh. It's not a lot, but it should give us just a little bit more weight. Get us out a little further. Oh yeah, that's better. And maybe it'll keep us down in the water column a bit. Alright. I don't think this is going to be the ticket. Let's change lures. Alright. I didn't want to do it. It's not what I came here to do, but I didn't expect the water like this, so I've tied on a rooster tail because I need something heavy and a bit darker, I think, to kind of stand out, because this water's, you know, pretty clear and blue, and there's not a lot of like bright sun right now. So this should do all right, but I need to be able to cast a bit further out and for it to sink better. So unfortunately, we got to go with rooster tail. I'm gonna let that sink a good ways. And I'm gonna slowly work it back. I think the water's just running too high though. Oh! Oh! You let go. Right up along the shore, huh? Well, that's what they want to do. Snagged on something. That seems a little ridiculous. There it came out. I got a fish. He let go. So they're real deep. Well, towards the bottom, but not super far out. There's one. Stay on. Stay on, I gotta work my way down to you. Hot damn. Oh, nice rainbow. He ain't too bad either. So they're in here. They're still biting. It's just finding them is a thing. Oop. There he goes, back in the water. They're so hard to hold on to. It's hard to stand on these damn rocks that I ended up on. That's why I had to sit down. Hey, we found one. Alright. This just isn't really working. I managed the fish, but I don't think this is gonna do it. Alright, we have found a new spot. We are just right on the side of the highway here. Just parked right on the road. Pulled off into the ditch a bit. Basically, this is just, it's kind of wide creek that runs through here. I don't know what's in here. I don't know if this is gonna be any good. But I know I'm gonna give it a try. The first thing I'm gonna do is rig up a catfishing pole, because I bet there's some small catfish. This is pretty good running little, I mean, it's not really running, but it's pretty good size. And I bet I might be able to catch one in here. So we're gonna set that up real quick. And I'm gonna show you a cool new toy I got. All right, so this is my new toy that I got just for catfishing, because I always miss any time that I get a bite. So, first thing we gotta do, jam it down into the ground. You know, a little harder than I thought it'd be, but it's in there pretty well. Next, take this, bend it down, and it locks in place. Now you'll notice there's a little trigger down here. We'll get to that. Next step, cast our catfishing lines. Let's get us a little hunk of this worm nugget thing. I got a real basic little setup here. Just got my little weight, And then down below it, I got a hook. That's your basic catfish setup. And it's pretty effective. On this bait, the hook's kind of small. But, damn it. I'm going to figure out a way to do this. There. That looks like it'll stay pretty well. So, we're going to throw this out there. Just a quick little pitch towards the middle. And see, I've already, let me get this grass out of my way here. I've already got this latched down. Tighten my line up a bit. Now I'm going to slide this into there. That'll hold it in place. Then, this part, I don't particularly love the setup, but rotate this around. We take some extra slack line. We run it back onto this trigger. Now, the idea is that when a fish bites onto this and gives it a tug, it's going to pull here, and this trigger is going to flip. It's going to automatically set the hook for me. In theory. We'll see if it works. Walk that back down. Tighten my line up a good bit again. Bring it back. Booyah. Okay. That's just going to sit there. While it does that, a little pile of stuff there. I've already got the rooster tail on, so I'm going to toss it around a little bit. But we'll switch around to some other stuff, and we'll see if we can catch anything else. I'd imagine at the very least there are sunfish. I had a bite. Saying there was probably sunfish and bass in here at the very least. Oh, there's a fish. You let go, damn it. Everything letting go on me today. I got one fish. That's my fourth one now to let go after I tried to set a hook. There's a fish. Stay on. Oh, don't tangle in my line. Yeah. He hit my line. But at least we know that works. Bluegill. This is an okay size bluegill. If I was more dedicated to the catfish today, I'd cut him up for bait. But today, he's lucky. He's gonna get off without it. Alright. Well, now I gotta reset the catfish pole. Alright, so I've tied on a little jerkbait. I plan to use this for the trout, but it'll work just as well for other predatory fish around here. If there's any bass around. I'm not sure. It's okay on an ultralight. The thing is with an ultralight is that the rod has a ton of bend to it itself, so you don't get a lot of that motion forced into the lure. Oh, I got a fish. It's a crappie. Yeah, pretty sure I foul hooked him though, but I'm pretty confident that this is a very small white crappie. He doesn't have his pattern on him yet, but you can tell by his fins, one just the way they're shaped, but they've got this spotted yellow and black pattern on it. I'm real confident that this is a white crappie, which is just ridiculous to me. But that gives me some hope, because normally crappie move around in schools. Now, this is something a crappie would eat. Never really heard of them being caught on jerk baits, but... Alright, well, we've been here about an hour. Haven't had a bite. And not on the catfish rod at least. I did catch those other 2 fish. So I think it's about time to pack it up, head on home. Rain should be coming soon anyway, so let's just give this a little flip. And we can fix our line here. Yeah, that's not exactly ideal at doing that. But oh well. Bait's still there, nothing touched it. So I think that's gonna call it for us. Alright, so getting out of here. And you know, considering what my original idea for the day was, kind of a huge flop, you know, it didn't turn out to be super bad. I didn't catch a ton of fish. I didn't catch fish the way I wanted to. But I did catch a trout, which, you know, I haven't been able to do that in a good while. And it was in really crappy conditions. And, you know, I had 2 other bites. So, you know, that's kind of cool. And then, you know, this other spot was pretty garbage. I didn't really have high hopes, but, you know, it was something. You know, it's like, yeah, we'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. I caught a bluegill. Probably that other fish that got away from me was a bluegill. And then I foul hooked that tiny crappie, which is cool. I barely ever get to catch crappie. So, I mean, the crappie's probably the highlight of the day, just because it's just, I didn't expect anything like that to happen. So, yeah, I'm going to call this a moderate success. It's about 10:30 now, so I guess I'm going to go home and try to find something to occupy myself to stay awake, because it's Monday now, and I gotta reset my sleep schedule so that I can get up at noonish and be at work at 3 o'clock on Wednesday. So I don't know, I gotta stay awake as long as I can so that I can try to sleep somewhat through the night. I don't know. I hate this schedule where I work overnights on the weekends. It's always awful. But I'm going to try to make the best of it, and I'm going to try to make some videos in the mornings, maybe. So I don't know. But until next time, thanks for stopping by.